Another anniversary because it was on this date in 1947 that one of West Virginia's own natives, General Chuck Yeager, broke the sound barrier. That happened on this day today. And today we've also got another great American, Felix Baumgartner, that's trying to hurdle himself from 23 miles up and come down in a free fall. Now, I don't know about you, but that would be a little bit too frightening to me. Let's hope and pray that everything goes okay for him today. Folks, we've got another great American that we lost in 2012. Neil Armstrong, a great American from Ohio. You know, the race to the moon and the goal to put a man on the moon in 10 years that Neil Armstrong ultimately accomplished, I tell you, that inspired America and a generation of innovation and an idea of American exceptionalism that we have not seen since. I am so grateful that we've got great pioneers in aviation, and you're going to see some of them perform for you here today, some of our current pioneers. So you're going to have a great time. I'm going to leave you with something that means a little bit to me, and it may to many of you. You know, not only has aviation inspired the minds and the ambitions of man, but it's also inspired the hearts. John McGee, an American that served in the war in France, he penned this poem. It's called High Flight. Let me read it to you. Oh, I have slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of, wheeled and soared and swung, high in the sunlight silence, hovering there. I've chased the shouting wind aloft and flung my eager craft through the footless halls of air. Up, the long, delirious burning blue. I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, where never lark or even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God. Americans have always been enamored with aviation, and we've brought aviation innovation to the rest of the world. There's another pioneer, another great aviator that I want to introduce to you right now. Lieutenant Commander Paige Fellini is one of 6 children, and her family hails from West Chester, Ohio. She attended the University of Virginia on a Naval ROTC scholarship, and in May 2000 earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Civil Engineering. Upon graduation, she was commissioned an ensign in the United States Navy and began aviation pre-flight indoctrination in Pensacola. Once API was complete, she reported to BT-2 at Naval Air Station Whiting Field in Florida and learned to fly the T-34C. She was selected for jets and continued her training at Naval Air Station Meridian with VT-9 and VT-7 in the T-2C and the T-45C. In September of 2002, she carrier qualified on the USS John F. Kennedy and was winged a naval aviator. She was then selected to fly the FA-18 Super Hornet. She reported to VFA 122 on the West Coast Fleet Replacement Squadron at Naval Air Station Lemoore, California. In August of 2002, Lieutenant Commander Fellini completed training in the FA-18F at VFA 122, and that same month reported to VFA 41 in Lemoore, California. She was immediately deployed aboard the USS Nimitz in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. In 2006, she was selected as the Strike Fighter Wing Pacific Junior Officer of the Year and was awarded the Admiral Wesley L. McDonnell Leadership Award. Later that year, she reported to VFA 106 in Virginia Beach, Virginia, to serve as an instructor at the East Coast Fleet Replacement Squadron at Naval Air Station, Oceana, Virginia. While assigned as an instructor, Lieutenant Commander Fellini was hand-selected to be a member of the 2008 Super Hornet demonstration team. She was the first female FA-18F Super Hornet demonstration pilot in the U.S. Navy and flew in multiple air shows throughout the season. After successfully completing her tour at VFA 106, she reported to Headquarters European Command in Stuttgart, Germany in August of 2009. She was assigned as the Assistant Secretary of the Joint Staff and was selected to transition to the full-time support community in the Fleet Logistics Support Wing of the U.S. Navy. In September 2010, she reported to VR-53 at Joint Base Andrews, Maryland, and began training in the C-130T. She was designated a C-130T Transport Aircraft Commander in the spring of 2012 and is currently serving as the Operations Officer at VR-53. Lieutenant Commander Fellini has accumulated over 2,300 flight hours. Her personal awards include the Joint Service Commendation Medal, the Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal, Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal, plus various campaign, unit, and sea service-related awards. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome another great aviating pioneer and one of our nation's heroes, Lieutenant Commander Paige Fellini.
Thank you very much. I can't tell you what an honor it is to be here today and how excited I am to see the show. In 2008, I was here as a performer with the East Coast Super Hornet demo team. 4 years ago, our team was welcomed to Parkersburg with open arms. And today, I'm overwhelmed by the incredible sense of community and tremendous support from the military that I've encountered throughout the weekend. Friday, I had a unique opportunity to visit Farmer Elementary School and Williamstown Elementary School with Team RV. We spoke with the children about the Air Expo, flying, and the military in general. I was so impressed by the level of participation, enthusiasm, and the thought-provoking questions asked by all of the students. This year's Airshow is going to be exciting. You have an incredible team of dedicated volunteers that have worked countless hours to put together